Community, the Street 919 FM, and connect with like-minded individuals. Share your thoughts, engage in constructive dialogue, and stay updated. Follow, like, and share, and be part of the movement.
You are listening to the Street 919 FM, your destination for the best music around. All the hits and timeless classics on the Street 919 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, the act that you've all been waiting for. Please help me welcome Anita Berry and the Berry Pack.
Like you get so tell me why you're rocking so don't let me hear you so go sit down and just think like you need therapy because like she put something in your water like she went by your spiritual doctor. Oh Lord, hey, all the signs is there for you to see like she won't be the man I'm used to wife to be. Hey, just to get respect you're not supposed to beg. Why you put your tail between your like do. Like every night you playing Monopoly. But you don't know where your money go. But on a Friday, until that I'm here to finish through. On a Sunday, no calendar. It's a book for you, no way. So tell me why you're rocking so. Don't let me hear you so. Don't sit down and just speak. Like you need therapy because like she put something in your water. Like she went by your spiritual doctor. Oh Lordy. Listen, stop use calculator, boy. Use your head. Try to figure out why she goes always there. Why? I don't know how you do it, boy. How you go? But that is not she go work or dropping she from work. No. Just last night I see them hung up tight. But what if the dark must come to light? I know that is right. But if I tell you, you might think I want your wife. So I will leave you on the ground and smoke your pipe. Boy, you not crying quite down. So tell me why you're acting so. Don't worry, she had your soul. Don't sit down and just speak. Like you need therapy because like she put something in your water. Like she went by your spiritual doctor. Oh Lordy. What to do again? What to say again? Somebody put some sense in the brain. What to do again? What to say again? Somebody put some sense in the brain. Like every night you're playing Monopoly. But you don't know where your money go. No. But on a Friday, until that I'm here to finish through. On a Sunday, no calendar. It's a book for you. So tell me why you're acting so. Don't let she hear your soul. Don't sit down and just speak. Like you need therapy because like she put something in your water. Like she went by your spiritual doctor. Oh Lordy. Like she put something in your water. Like she went by your spiritual doctor. Oh Lord, yeah.
It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
Mixed with the new thing, give them the old thing again. Hey. When you call me, make sure you bet it round out and more. Cause when I reach, I come in to mash up your party. Make sure I last on your show. It's gonna be real and cool. They don't want me to leave. You want bet me that I could make them jam until the fed over. I put a woman in front, your hand on his shoulder. Put up your foot, make it light up like Diwali. I wave it left to right like the Winston Bailey. Hey, what them feel? I's a newborn, I's a just come. Hey, I could write calypso, give them become. Yeah. When it comes to soca, of course I could wind down. Hey, drunk or sober, I got to watch my time on stage. Cause you know I could go on for days. The sun will go down and rise back up. You're still ready to rock your waist. But tell them don't rush me. Tell them don't doubt me. That I could make this whole party go up in a frenzy. You want bet me that I could make them jam until the fence over. I put a woman in front, your hand on his shoulder. Put up your foot, make it light up like Diwali. I wave it left to right like the Winston Bailey. And everybody know, hands up, roll your waist, wave it in the face, jump up, mash up the place. I say hands up, roll your waist, wave it in the face. I say jump up, mash up the place. What them feel and never win a road mash? I done do that. Hey, come on. Like who going to beat me in Calypso Monarch? Yeah, I'm undefeated like David and Goliath. I go stop this long talking when I take first place on stage. Cause you know I could go on for days. The sun will go down and rise back up. You're still ready to rock your waist. But tell them don't rush me. Tell them don't doubt me. That I could make this whole party go up in a frenzy. You want bet me that I could make them jam until the fence over. I put a woman in front, your hand on his shoulder. Put up your foot, make it light up like Diwali. coming to mash up your party. Also on stage, you know I could go on for this. The sun will go down and rise back up. You're still ready to rock your way. But tell them don't rush me. Tell them don't doubt me. That I could make this whole party go up in a frenzy. You want to make me that I could make them jam until the fed over. Me a making sure. I put someone in front, your hand on his shoulder. Me a making sure. Put up your phone, make it light up like Diwali. Me a making sure. I wave it left to right like the Winston Bailey. And everybody know, hands up, roll your waist, wave it in the face, jump up, mash up the place. Me a making sure. I say hands up, roll your waist, wave it in the face. I say jump up, mash up the place. Me a making sure.
You are listening to the Street 919 FM. Stay with us for news, interviews, and commentary that shape our democracy. Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. You're listening to the Street 919 FM, your destination for the best music around. All the hits and timeless classics on the Street 919 FM. The Street 919 FM, your go-to for insightful political discourse. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join the conversation. Connect with us online for the latest updates and thought-provoking discussions. Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
I own that. Say less, I own that. Say less, I own that. Who give you the power to tell me how to behave? And who give you the power to tell me how to express myself? Amigo fat like me on holiday. Me don't care what people wanna say. I don't need permission to whine like that. Don't need permission to get on slack. Don't need permission to bend my back. Don't need permission to drink all day. Don't need permission to have my way. Don't need permission to have my way. This, yeah, is mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. It's mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself, cause I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself. I wanna drink, I wanna jump, I wanna wind down like that. I wanna jam on somebody, whether you like it or not. And we gon' make today a memory. And we don't care what people wanna say. I don't need permission to whine like that. Don't need permission to get on slack. Don't need permission to bend my back. I don't need permission to drink all day. Don't need permission to have my way. Don't need permission to have my way. This, yeah, is mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. It's mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself, cause I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself, Who give you the power to tell me how I should whine? And who give you the power to tell me how to have a good time? Amigo fat like me on holiday. And me don't care what people wanna say. I don't need permission to whine like that. Don't need permission to get on slack. Don't need permission to bend my back. Don't need permission to drink all day. Don't need permission to have my way. Don't need permission to have my way. This, yeah, is mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. It's mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself, I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. Yeah, that's all I big loss, big loss. Once I in charge of myself. I own that. Say less, I own that. Say less, I own that.
You're listening to the Street 919 FM, your destination for the best music around. All the hits and timeless classics on the Street 919 FM.
It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
What to do again? Hey, well, hey, when I come back, when I come back, when I come back, hey, man, I went to buy back and sing. I went to get to cheating. My pocket don't have nothing, so I tell you, when I come back, I go pay my bill. When I come back, I go pay my bill. When I come back, I go pay my bill. I was rocking Jamaica turn, forget my
season for some of us who are still trying to recover. Some of us worked during the carnival. Some of us partied. Some of us carried it. And we will keep it real and we will keep it live. So it's the last lap. And I have guests. You all know I always work with guests. So this is a personal friend of mine. She's a communication specialist like myself. And she has participated in the carnival as well. So Shayna Weston, welcome to the Street 91.9 FM.
Thank you. Thank you. It's interesting to be here. And especially based on your topic, because I know you are weaving one flag, I was weaving the other. So hopefully we have an amicable... Now, she wasn't really
supposed to say that to you all,
amicable discussion.
Yeah, so we're going to have an amicable discussion about the last lap for the carnival. So generally speaking, how was carnival for you?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think this has been a year of fantastic music.
Yes.
For me personally, we haven't had this type of good music for a while, couple years well.
Yeah, yeah.
When you listen to every song and probably one in between, you say, but what is that?
Yeah, yeah.
But there was so much good music. So, kudos to the writers. You had Full Blown, you had Shaft, and everybody else who would have contributed, even those who wrote their own music. It was really, really good. And, songs that you could speak to when you listen to Blacker Dan. I mean, I pull out my cell phone, I started to call my ex and say, a blessing, a blessing.
You did that.
Hello. So you felt like those songs were written for you.
Yeah, the messaging was there.
Yeah, and we haven't had that for a while, so I really, really enjoyed it.
I mean, one of the messages that I think would go really far, and yes, I know that tomorrow is International Women's Day. We're going to touch on that coming down in the last hour. You see Orlando Octave? If all you're bringing to the table is what under your navel, there's a message to empower women.
Right.
That we should not be accepting mediocrity. Not that what's under the navel is mediocre. I want people to get the messaging right.
I never feel that
it could be deemed mediocre. But within context, I think it's really messaging for women.
Yes.
What do we accept? How do we make these choices? And it's nice to have that type of messaging in the carnival.
Yes.
Because it's always, well, not all of them, but you get the rum and the wine and the drum and the wave. But the actual messaging, I really applauded the messaging in I mean, even the road march, a winner, Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano. It was time to de-stress.
Yeah, and you saw it with his campaign for the song.
Yes.
Because when Bridget was on stage, you saw the emotion, because she was saying, she left work, went home, got ready, and went straight to party. When he ended up with the party, and before even the party execution, the campaign to get the videos submitted, so you saw people's energy. And then with the performance in the National Center for Persons with Disabilities, that song came to life. It was no longer just a soca song for carnival.
Yes.
It was an anthem for a lot of people.
When they did that
because
event,
people work hard. Most of us work hard every day, every week. That's what we want to do. We want to party. We party.
We shared a platform for the carnival weekend. We spent the weekend together, I should say, announcing, and we would have had visual. We would have seen what took place on the stages. I know they have the results out for large band, etc. I pretty much really loved the and we would have discussed this, how organized RC Mass was.
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie and Caro go to the top of the line. It was so structured, and this section, you got the script. It was just really amazing to see.
Yes.
Because sometimes the masqueraders could be a tad bit unruly and refuse to get into their sections.
And you're being generous.
Yeah. I am. I'm being really generous.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Carnival was an amazing experience.
It was. Even from our perspective, we would not have played. We would have been still directly involved.
Yes.
So we had the benefit of seeing a large number of bands from small, mini, medium, large, everybody crossing the Savannah Street stage. On Monday, I was at Piccadilly Greens.
How was that experience?
It was not as active as the Savannah,
right?
But still an interesting experience. We saw a lot more of the individual and conventional mask costumes pass by, and kudos to them, because there are a lot of persons who are keeping traditional masks alive. So your bat costume, the Blue Devil, the baby doll, all of these characters, that the clown costume,
right,
they still have a role and a function, a very major one, in keeping Carnival alive.
Yeah.
Because when you hear foreigners talk about Carnival, it's Monday and Tuesday.
That's correct.
You know, but we have so much more. We have Junior Kiddies Carnival. We have Junior Queen and King competition, traditional, conventional. You know, and I'd wish more people would come out to be a part of those and not just focus on the fetes and Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Some, and I think that the entities can do a lot more in
terms of marketing,
promoting it. Correct. So, you know, so when you see all the ads about John Cupid Village and all these things, but there's less communicated about the traditional aspects of Carnival. So they can do a lot more to promote it and advertise it. But I mean, we benefit from it because we are involved from an announcer perspective.
Yeah.
So we get to see it. But if you're not directly involved, you know, how do you get the information to be able to participate and view it? So, but I was glad to see that aspect. Even in minstrels, that minstrel band, every year you see them consistently. I think they would have won this year, I believe, or last year. Mini band.
Okay.
On the dot 8 o'clock, as that stage opened Tuesday, they were there. They also performed Monday on Piccadilly Greens. You know, and they have younger ones with them. There's the traditionally Black Indian group as well, and you see the generations coming up. Nice. Even with the Blue Devils. So that I really had a keen eye for that, including the Pretty Mass, but traditional,
Amazing. If you can change anything in Carnival, what would it be?
The stockings.
Oh, Lord.
Will you ask me?
What about the stockings?
No, I'm a plus size young lady. And I mean, we always talk about dress for your size. And I am all fine, you do you.
Yes.
I'm human, so I try not to judge.
Yes.
But I think we have to have more self-respect. Because there was a young lady who works in my daughter's school, and I saw her parading. And I've seen her over the last 2 days, and all I'm seeing now is her posterior in my head. That's all I'm seeing. So a little bit of respect kind of went out the window.
Correct.
You know, and there was an increase in the wearing of thongs.
I did a post on that.
Openly. And style is not for everybody. And it's not to knock anyone or speak negatively or speak down to anybody. But we have to, especially as women, we have to respect ourselves and our bodies a lot more than what I saw out there.
Yeah, I saw some things that I speak for a living and I was speechless.
You know, so that was one thing. I would like to see a little bit more coverage, and people will come and say, well, it's my body, I can do whatever I want, and if this is your opinion, that's you, and keep it to yourself, and that's all well and good, but it's advice. You can take it, you can't.
If it doesn't fall in your garden, you should not be attempting to pick it up.
But I mean, it speaks volumes. But that's my personal thing.
I mean, and you're entitled to your personal opinion as well. I mean, the opinion of even myself and any of our guests is not the opinion of Street 91.9 FM. I would have put up a post on Tuesday that says, masquerader etiquette, tongues is not for everyone. To the point where you can wear it and tell that it's being worn, but when you're wearing it and it looks like you're wearing absolutely nothing, that's a different look. And men respond differently.
Correct.
And the same level of respect you may have had prior to Carnival, Ash Wednesday, as you just literally highlighted, that visual remains in your head.
Correct.
For me, it was the tongues as well. I mean, Carnival is freedom. The song party says it. You know, we've worked hard, we deserve a party. But how you party is a reflection of who you are post Ash Wednesday as well. In addition to the tongues, I saw somebody who was literally nude, but it was paint. I saw children in cute costumes, and I want to applaud them because they were cutely dressed. I saw men in tongues as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the concept for people is that Carnival is freedom.
Yeah.
But freedom doesn't necessarily mean do everything that you would like to do without thinking. So it's a touch and go topic.
Yeah.
Because some people think, well, it's, as you said previously, it's my body and I can, and that's true. It is your body. But then be prepared for the consequences.
Correct.
Because there will be consequences.
Because the interpretation is that what freedom means, you could just strip yourself, do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, drink and eat whatever you want. And I don't think that's the interpretation of freedom.
No, it is not. It is not. Unto thine own self be true, understand your worth. When the day is past and gone, you really want to be respected.
And there are a few people I saw, I cannot look at them in their eyes. I have to wait a few months. I can't, because that's all I'm seeing is you're behind. That's all I'm seeing. And then there are those who, and you may have seen it too, they look for the cameras.
Oh, definitely. We saw that.
So then you turn around now.
We were trying to see, make sure our documentation is correct with bands on the stage doing our job, and people were fighting to get in front of the camera.
Correct.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I don't think there's a lot we can do to change that. I think the mindset of the individuals has to change.
Yes.
They have to recognize that I can have an amazing time. Look at bands like K2K, where you're fully clothed and you're having an amazing time. You don't have to be naked to enjoy yourself. At the end of the day, and our young ladies, I saw some behavior on that stage.
Yes.
I almost called for a priest, a bishop, a pastor, somebody.
Well, you see the knocking, Father Crystal. Because he said the opening prayer at the Mashgra. That's a whole different story now.
Really? I did the opening prayer when we announced on Carnival Tuesday.
Well, the public, I don't know what the percentage is, but I saw a couple of news reports, and even Father Crystal would have posted. He's a Catholic priest, and he was getting some backlash because he participated in the Mashgra, the production, and he would have, he was donned in this astronaut costume, which was part of the theme, and he did the opening prayer, and he did a really good explanation as to why there should not be an issue for him doing that. Because if you whether you're Catholic, you're Anglican, you're Pentecostal, it's about winning souls. So you can't sit in the church every Sunday and hope to win souls. They already won.
Listen to me, there's a whole new conversation that I have been having for months, could be over a year. Because I remember when I resumed radio, I had the toss-up between where I was previously and a gospel station, because there are people who know that I'm an ordained minister as well, but I'm not religious, I'm spiritually grounded. And my issue has always been, and I said to my bishop at the time, I don't want to preach to the converted.
Correct.
I don't want a religious station. I don't. But at the end of the day, to each his own, and I understand that whole religion topic is a whole new topic, huh?
Yes.
Because people tend to mix up religion with spirituality and misunderstanding some of the kingdom principles.
Yes.
So that is a whole new dialogue. I believe that there's a time and a place and a season for everything under the sun, which is also scriptural.
Correct.
So then why it doesn't apply to Carnival? Time and place. The same people who critique, some of the same people who critique Carnival are the same people who are in front of their television and know every calypso, because it's part of the sermon too. The calypso part of the sermon, the soca part of the sermon. They're telling you, well, if you prefer to party than to on the pulpit. So how you know about party? Those I was listening.
And look at the blending of Thankful. Farmer Nappy's Thankful. It's a soca song. It's not a gospel soca, it's soca.
Yes.
But he would have done the video in the Anglican church in Saparia. And the Anglican priest, Father Aaron Charles, is part of the video.
Yes.
So there can be a marriage of the two.
Yeah, but I think it's a shift in mindset.
Yes.
If we don't shift our mindset to understand the bigger picture, we'll be stuck for a very long time. But I know you just dropped in for 5 minutes, and you have a key in your hand, literally. So I will relieve you. Thank you so much.
Yes, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Yes, definitely.
See, God works in mysterious ways.
So this was the voice of Shayna Weston. She's a communication specialist. She dropped in on the Calabash Corner last lap on the street, 919 FM. So Shayna, thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
The conversation, definitely. We're continuing the conversation about the last lap, you all. Yeah, definitely the last lap. Your views on the carnival. You liked it, you didn't like it. What you think could have been done differently. How do you feel about any of the events? Any of the events. At the end of the day, what we want to ensure is, please, if you're highlighting a problem, give me a piece of a solution. Huh? anytime you're highlighting the problem, give me a piece of the solution, because we hear about solving problems, not necessarily critiquing for critiquing's sake. At the end of the day, we really want to be able to assist with what we deem our culture. This is our culture, and this is what we do. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about some of the events, the competition events. At the end of the day, the judge's decision is final. You are still entitled to your opinion, but the judge's decision is final. I know you have all your views. I understand that quite clearly, and we're going to come with some of that in a moment. We also have three interviews within the next hour and a half, I should say. So we're going to get through with those as well. I also want to share, yes, people are asking about what we used to call back in the day champs in concert. We used to call it champs in concert back in the day, but at the end, right now, we are going to call it's being called something else, and I want to share that information with you. The host of that event, I believe, is Pantrinbago, and this Saturday is where where all the champions, where everybody comes in together, all the winners of all the different categories. We're really looking forward to having them. It's a night of champions, a final of champions, and of course, yes, you will have so many different people crossing the stage. Yes, I understand a young brother is a guest artist. We have, of course, the Chutney Soca Monarch winner, Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano, who is also the Road March winner. We would have Helon Francis. He is the reigning Calypso Monarch. We have the Junior Calypso Monarch, Zayden Darius. We have the new Chutney, the Chutney Queen, and they are sending me all the information as I speak. So I will share that with you guys in detail, just so that you all are aware. I know Southland is happening this evening with my personal friend Damian Melville. They're having Comedy Like Rain this evening at Naparima Bowl. You have so many other comedy festivals coming up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, the lines are open, 342-0081, 342-0081, or 466-5391. I would share some of the comments from on the WhatsApp and from on the Facebook Live as well. So I have Natasha here is saying she had an amazing carnival. The music was very good. She enjoyed it to the max. This is applaudable. I like the nice comments too, you know. I like all the comments. Feel free to share your comments. Alexandra is saying it was her first carnival and she had an amazing time. A lot of what she saw was so self-explanatory. Awesome, awesome. Marlene is saying, tuning in. Love the program. Is it coming to an end? No, it is not the end of myself. No. You'll get the surprise at the end. Because yes, I'll be back next week, but it would be in a different capacity. So this is the last lap for the Calabash Corner. And I'm just reading through some of the comments. So now I'm hearing... This is an interesting comment. I wouldn't call the name of the person. Are you sure it's men in tongues or guys who don't want to be men anymore? I think it was a bit of both. I think it was a bit of both. On top of the afternoon to you, because you are someone who has been a staple in the carnival for so many years. You're missed. Love and cheesecake to you. But yeah, literally we saw all sorts on the road, you know. All sorts. Yes, I'm reading through all your amazing comments. It's interesting. I heard a few people said this as well. Although Marshall won the Road March, their preferred bungee song was Thousands. I've heard a lot of people say that as well. So yeah, so we're still going through some of the comments. We're checking on somebody saying they're not getting through on the YouTube. So we are checking on that as we speak. But I am seeing the Facebook Live is up and running because I can see that. So those of you all who are on the YouTube and you want to switch across to Facebook, on the Facebook Live, that might be able to assist. And I am also sharing it again on the Facebook Live. Street 919 FM is there. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Carnival was very interesting. For me, it was hard work. I worked. Yes, I was a judge. No, I did not judge Road March. Let me make that clear. I did not judge Road March, and I did not judge Calypso Fiesta nor Calypso Monarch Finals. I didn't judge any of those events, but I was a judge all the same, and I was also an announcer as well. And for me, that was, I always enjoy announcing, not just because I speak for a living and I'm a communication strategist. The view, you get to see everyone across the stage. You get to see every single band, depending on the location where you're at, across the stage and all their revelry. You get to see the different sections, some of the things that you won't really see even if you're looking at on television. You get to see the crossing of the stage, the masqueraders, the band leaders that are so hyped and pumped. You get to see it's everything. It's magical. The tiredness kicks in afterwards. So I want to say kudos to every single band leader under the sun who would have made that effort to assist us and to portray our carnival to the world. Every single band leader, mini, small, medium, large band, every single band leader, thank you for your contribution to the arts, contribution to culture, contribution to every single thing that's carnival. So thank you to all the band leaders. And actually, interestingly enough, I want to say thank you to the CPAP workers. You all moved swiftly. You all reminded me of London because, you know, some of you all know I lived in London for decades, and when Notting Hill Carnival is finished, listen to me, in less than an hour, I don't know how they do it. The streets are as if there was never a European festival in Notting Hill. And I saw something similar happen in Port of Spain, and kudos, because we tend to forget those people. You know, they hired help, but kudos to the CPEP crew for Port of Spain. I was not in San Fernando. We have an interview coming up with a band leader from San Fernando, so we'll get some information on what took place in San Fernando. Because as I said, I spend my carnivals in Port of Spain. So ladies and gentlemen, the lines are, yes, open 342-0081, 342-0081, and 466-5391. We're going to take a break, and we shall be right back.
Listening to the Street 919 FM, your destination for the best music around. All the hits and timeless classics on the Street 919 FM.
Carry Caribbean culture to the world. And you know, when you graduate today, we anticipate a big celebration. You know why? Because in our region, in the Caribbean, when we work hard, we deserve to party. Always.
Work so hard. Every week, explicit we deserve a party. So tell everybody, and let's get it started. Hey, what yo, hey, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no part of that. I need a stress reliever, 2 drinks in my hand and a girl in the middle. That's the how we need to find the middle. For the sake of peace
25 road match champion, Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano. I told you all, don't bet me. Okay, Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so I have to take a break with my party now because I have to remember that I am here and we have guests. You know, I always have guests. This is the Calabash Corner, the last lap. And you've heard me mention so many times I am from South, so I'll be very biased when it comes to South. However, I did work in Port of Spain for the carnival season and have been doing so for the past few years. On the line, I have a band leader, Anthony Beeman Charles, aka Bruiser. Bruiser, welcome to the Calabash Corner on Street 91.9 FM.
Good afternoon, Wendy. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining me in the Calabash Corner. This is the last lap, and I cannot close off the corner without South. And I thought I must find someone who will give a very good reflection and recollection of what took place in the Southland during the entire carnival season. How was carnival in general? And then I want to talk about your band, I want to talk about your Juve experience, some of the other things that took place in San Fernando. But how was your experience in general?
My experience in general is that Wendy, I want to be real.
Yeah.
We need something to kind of boost San Fernando Carnival.
Okay.
And this has been happening for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that administration come, administration go, the same problem. We are fighting as stakeholders to kind of keep people in San Fernando.
Right.
We're trying to stop the migration into other parts of Trinidad, especially Port of Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're trying to get people out of, because some people, they mightn't go to other parts to look at mass or to play mass.
Right.
They're going to stay home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's start first. The subvention that is set to be coming from the NCC.
Okay.
Right? I don't think that I take it as a disrespect. If it's $750,000, come on, we are the second city. Right? The most populated city too.
So the allocation for South.
Right. Oh my, it's woefully low. So then you have no interaction, no input from the cooperative area of South. You know, the small band leaders, you just can't get the money coming to help them bring a band, bring a product, everything. So everything is just there. You know what I mean? And then we have the intricacy of the administration part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, I don't know. I just left a meeting at City Hall when the results were released for the carnival.
You got results for South already?
We got results today.
Today, okay. Do you want to share those results?
Well, I could share some out of my head.
Okay.
Right? I know that
because we haven't received it here in studio.
Okay, that's unfortunate. But Ivan Calitron again got the band of the year in the last one category.
Mm-hmm.
Fireworks who made a return to the scene this year, they were second.
Okay.
We're talking about the mass bands. Then you had Jagasa was first in the medium, and you had some small bands. And I know that I can't say exactly what were the places. There were no Jula and Jews, a veteran anything, right? And Alvin Maynard, they would have placed in that category.
Okay.
Right? You had the Juve, you had Dev Babatun was first.
Okay, Dev came first. Congrats, Dev.
Right. Pudre Juve and was second, and Beeman and Lord just truly was third.
Oh, you all came third. Congrats.
Right. Thanks much. Right. Then they had there was another result, the train carnival and everything. But I thought that everything was a bit, down low. It was down low. I think the only thing that kind of spice Carnival in San Fernando was really the fiesta in. Right?
Well, let me ask a question. What do you think would have contributed to patrons or residents in San Fernando leaving South in the first place?
I think one is the administration. Let's be real. They have to take some blame, right?
Okay.
I think there is a lack of communication, number one, coming from the administration. That's from City Hall, right? And there's also a lack of respect for band leaders in San Fernando. And I hold no bones when I say that some people need to be careful when they speak about band leaders in San Fernando.
Right.
Right? Some of the greatest band leaders in Trinidad and Tobago, some of the greatest exponents of the art of making marks, came out of San Fernando.
Correct.
Right? And some of us who are there for years, years now, we call ourselves veterans.
Yes.
We would have paved the way for the younger ones like Devon and the Anemics and all those other young guys that's coming up, and we have paved the way. But, we have to be very careful when we make comments and saying that who has the monopoly for this and all this kind of thing.
Wow.
It doesn't go good. It's not bringing us together. And then some of the band leaders had to take blame,
Yeah.
Some of them had to take blame because before they sit down, back talk one another, instead of they come together and let us try to fix it. We would have reached out to City Hall. Right? We have formed an association since June last year. That's the Southern Bands and Cultural Association.
Okay.
Right? We have bands that are involved in that association from Fast Point 14 to Shabona.
Right.
Right? And we would have reached out to City Hall to tell them, look, let us work together to produce a brand or some kind of thing to see how we could save Carnival in San Fernando. And to be honest, we're still waiting on a reply.
Wow.
We're still waiting on a reply. Right? And then some people, I don't know. I know Carnival is Mass and Carnival is Bacchanal and Bacchanal is Carnival.
Well, you can't have the Carnival without the Bacchanal.
Without the Bacchanal, and some people just believe in removing Carnival and just having a Bacchanal. Right?
Wow.
And they change it from Bacchanal to Commerce.
Wow. So clearly I'm hearing that there are some administrative and operational issues that led up to where San Fernando Carnival is currently. But how was the experience on the road in terms of, you placed third, how was it for you? How was Juve?
Juve, I could only talk about...
I know there was an unfortunate incident.
Yeah, that was after Juve, unfortunately.
That was after, okay.
Veteran masqueraders, he was... he died as a result of a motor vehicle mishap, right?
Yeah.
Condolences
to him, to his family.
Yeah, but the Juve, we have bands that are coming out to play Juve, right? And one must look now at probably the route has to change for Juve.
Okay.
Right? Because if you come out with a band with about 1,000 people and you have 11 trucks coming down Citero Street,
11 trucks, as in 11 trucks in one band or 11 trucks?
One band.
One band had 11 trucks.
That's right. If you have 3 bands with that amount of vehicles, you come up to almost 30.
Isn't there not a limit in terms of how many trucks per band?
This, I know for Point 14 Borough, there is a limit, but in San Fernando Juve, I don't think there is a limit.
Okay.
So but then sometimes you must always let good sense prevail. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
A good leader of yours would have always said that, let good sense prevail.
Yes, correct.
Right? And you have 11 trucks in one band, and then there's a great lot of bands. Some bands this year, unfortunately, did not cross the stage.
Wow.
Did not cross the stage. Right? Because of the time. Because you have Juve starting from 4 and it finishes at 11 a.m.
Okay.
Right?
That's not a long period of time.
Right, but understand me. But if you have a free flow of bands, because I think bands are allotted 30 minutes on the stage.
Okay.
To do their presentation and everything. But if you have a free flow of the band and you have people who are appointed as officials along the route, making sure that the band move on,
right,
we won't have that problem. But then, you know, I look forward to probably a post-mortem of Carnival.
Okay, where you can air your views and you guys can sit down and strategize to make 2026 fill those gaps.
That's right. And again, you know, you are there with the registration of bands, and you do not know what you're playing for.
Oh, okay. This is the prize given, prize issue. Right.
Right. So you don't know what you're paying for, right? And something happened this year, and I when we talked to the officials, they started registration. You know, and there were no guidelines, no rules, no policies that were issued. So I would have registered a band and do not know what I'm supposed to do, what are the criteria, what are the... So I know, I think there's a carnival committee that is operating. I know that they are young, and you know, I will hope that they will probably reach out to probably the people who can know the thing, and you know, right? Because we talk about marketing. But I know, Wendy, long time when your mother used to go in the market, my good friend, your mom.
Yes.
Used to go in the market, she used to go with a basket.
Of course.
Right. Now, in marketing, one thing you must have is something to sell.
True.
And something that somebody
can buy. Your product, correct.
If you don't have anything to sell, where does the market come in?
Yeah, I mean, because I'm also very much into marketing, I'm a communication and marketing strategist. I understand marketing from a different place. If Juve is the product, so let's say Juve is the product, somebody somewhere must know how to package the product. You must know how to price the product. And even when you price it, then you have to promote it. So I think once we follow the structure of the 4 P's in marketing, there shouldn't really be an issue. So one of the P's is definitely missing somewhere. And where there is life, there's hope. Where there is life, there is hope. I'm looking at you, well, I've seen your stuff. I mean, so your band was True Talk.
True Talk, no effing lie.
No effing lie.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at some of the stuff online.
I dealt with the issues, you know, that happening in Trinidad. I dealt with the problem, the issue, you know, the little controversy with the Vibes Cartel.
Right.
It's coming to Carnival. Then I dealt with the hot mic. The hot mic.
Yes.
And then I would have dealt with the we don't know who's police. You know, nobody knows. So
true.
Right? And then we had a little incident with the Stush girl, remember? But I interfered with you a little bit too, with the Stush.
Yeah. Well, you are allowed to do that. I let you have your way.
Right. Because Juve is...
That's what Juve is, and that's what Carnival has, a little picong in it, and that's fine.
That is humor. You can throw a picong.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, and somewhere along the line, you know, I received a pre-action protocol letter today.
I beg your pardon?
I received a pre-action protocol letter today via email from another band leader. But that is for another time and another place. You understand what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, the Carnival in San Fernando is really taking a different direction that we don't really need to go there.
Yeah. Because you've been involved. How long have you been involved in Carnival?
I was involved in Carnival since I was probably just out in that entire. Well, there wasn't Pampers and then there were diapers.
Lord, yeah, because you've been around a very long time.
That's when the police service took 40 years out of it.
Yes.
And then I was in charge of operations during Carnival time in policing. I used to teach the time I ran away and play my little Juve acts, even at them in Pleasantville. You understand?
So what's next for True Talk? You are going down to Point?
I still wait to make that decision. I am getting a bit up and up there now.
Okay.
Right? And if the children want to take it over, I think two things no lies.
Yeah. So is it that you're heading for retirement after? Well, at least
that's
you know.
Right.
All good things come to an end.
That's right. So I'm keeping that decision in my back pocket.
Okay, and that's fair. That's fair. So,
Right.
what advice would you give as a veteran in Juve to any of the young upcoming bands that are interested in participating in the carnival festivities? What advice would you give them based on your longevity in the art form?
All right. I would say let us don't focus too much on Juve.
Okay.
If we need to bring that product and you talk about and a package to sell, we need to look at the other components of Carnival. We need to look at the Carnival Tuesday, the mass.
Right.
And when I am seeing 10 trucks and only 10 people in the band, 10 trucks and 10 people in the band.
Wow.
Carnival Tuesday. That is something. We need to devise some kind of strategy to keep the people.
Yes.
Bring the people out. The same Juve band, right? The same Juve band that you could have 500 people, where you can't get 200 people out of that band and bring it Tuesday.
Yes, I think it sounds as though they need some strategists around a table.
That's right. But we need that kind of financial input. And corporate San Fernando need to get involved in the production of Carnival. Yeah. They need to, right?
And I think things like that need to start early as well, because as I was saying to Marshall on his interview, I said I can give you the dates for Carnival up to 2030. So it's like we know that these things are happening every year. Let's start planning sooner rather than later. Like today, a lot of people should be having their postmortems, their reviews and getting ready for the next Carnival season, as opposed to December you're hustling, January you're hustling. So
I think the officials. The people who are in charge of running Carnival, they should take that kind of advice and do not wait until November city month.
Well, yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, I get that. That's right. Yeah.
So they should, by next week, they should start planning and they must
have
dialogue with the stakeholders.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
Must have dialogue with you. Don't see the man selling on the street. Don't see the vendors. Don't see the person picking up bottles. At least have a dialogue with us.
Communication is key.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you would have heard from Anthony Beeman Charles, a.k.a. Bruiser, on his views, South Carnival. So generally speaking, Bruiser, what would you rate the Carnival out of 10? South
out
Carnival?
Of 10,
yeah.
I'll be very honest. Out of 10, I give it 1. I'll give it 2 for the effort.
Bruiser? 2 you give them?
That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, I wasn't there, so I'm not in a position to even have a rebuttal or say otherwise, because I was not anywhere near South for Carnival. I only went to Chutney. I supported Marshall in the Chutney, and then we came right back up the road. So thank you so much for being in the Calabash Corner, the last lap.
Most welcome.
All the best to you. Me. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Let's take a break. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
Children, if anybody in this class stupid, stand up. Damien, you stupid?
No, sir.
So why you stand up?
So because you're just looking bad that you alone standing up.
After Carnival 2025, come prepared to roll over laughing at Randy Glasgow Productions' Alternative International Comedy Festival, kicking off at the scenic Naparima Bowl Amphitheater, San Fernando, this Friday, 7th March. It's Bacchanal from 7 p.m. featuring South O, Damian Melville in concert, the funniest in the Caribbean, Larry Joseph, the Drunken Saint, Tommy Joseph, Humorous King, Myron B, Kenneth Superstar. Small coolers are welcome. Get a fantastic $50 off all tickets while stock lasts at Villini, South, Caches, Gulf City Mall at Port of Spain, MS Food City, Debe, Extra Foods, Grand Bazaar, Endeavor, and Arangwes. Also at the Naparima Bowl box office. For more info, call 774-5555.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, oh God. Oh God, as we pray, oh
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
the light of your glory.
To Caribbean Airlines. So many places to go. Come let me go. Everybody together jumping as one. Come take away. One Caribbean airline. Tell them home is where the heart is. Take a jump up and wave. Tell them home is where the heart is. This is how we live. Tell them home is where the heart is. Caribbean Airlines is home wherever you go. Where the oil drum make a big sound, we go lift the energy. Like a jump, look we oil down all the way
We never alone when we go on road. Away from we home is like we never leave home. Here we come on zone, islands to the bone. This vibe cannot postpone.
Tell them home is where the heart is. Take a jump up and wave. Tell them home is where the heart is. This is how we live. Tell them home is where the heart is. Caribbean Airlines is home wherever you go.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Today, we anticipate a big celebration. You know why? Because in our region, in the Caribbean, when we work hard, we deserve to party. Always.
Work so hard every week. Explicit, boy. We deserve a party. So tell everybody. And let's get it started. Hey, why yo. Hey, ha, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no part of that. I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in the hand and a girl in the middle. Like the gun, we need to find the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girl and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's get it started. I say, oh yo. All folk and masses take a jump and let we started by the joke. Let we started by the joke. Party on the road is a party on the road. Light it up. Bring the shots and light it up. Party on the road is a party on the road. Look at lights in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road is a party on the road. Everybody on the road, so let me see your hands up in the air. Wave them up in the band. People from everywhere, welcome up to the land of the party. We love to party. Boy, yo. 'Cause life is for the living, so we living it. And thanks is to be given, so we giving it. So don't be late, the truck and them can't wait. We are thing to celebrate. I'm telling you, hard work without the smart work.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, we are back with the Calabash Corner live on Street 919 FM. I told you I have guests. I always walk with guests. I always have guests. And you know, when Carnival is finished, it's time to laugh. When Carnival is finished, it is time to laugh. And we would have been playing the ad for the Alternative International Comedy Festival when Carnival done. And on the line, I have none other, my personal friend. You know, he's MC personified, Mr. Damian Melville. Damian, good afternoon and welcome to the Calabash Corner.
Hi, good afternoon, and good afternoon to all your listeners and viewers on IIPU.
Damian, is like you see how the table turning, sir?
Mm-hmm.
We flip. Damian,
There we go.
this evening I will be most present at the Naparima Bowl. But tell Trinidad and Tobago what is happening this evening, where they could get tickets and all these different things. Talk to me about when Carnival done.
I think now the safest place to get your tickets is at the door, because we have the box office is open all day.
Right.
So they could come on down to Naparima Bowl and you can get your tickets and come in and enjoy yourself. I invited some of my friends to South.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the friends in the fraternity, Larry Joseph, Kenneth Superstar, Tommy Joseph, who bringing out Tommy, the Johnson Saint Myron B. We're gonna have an extempo war as well happening in the
Okay.
state. So different things gonna be happening.
Where can what's the cost of the tickets?
The tickets are $250, the reserves are $300.
Okay, 250 TT. You all have been
Yes.
attending all-inclusives in thousands. 250 TT, reserved 300. This is at Naparima Bowl this evening. The Naparima Bowl Amphitheater.
The amphitheater. Yes,
Amphitheater, San Fernando. 7 p.m. British time.
Yes.
You know, you Trinis.
Yes.
7 p.m. British time. I'm seeing here small coolers are allowed. I would assume
no glass bottles.
The general rule of thumb applies, no glass bottles. And you all heard it's going to have a little extempo war. I'm seeing huge surprises and special guests. Larry, Tommy, Drunken Saint, Myron, Kenneth Superstar, and of course, Damian Melvin. Damian, you just hilarious hosting a show. Far more for being in concert mode.
Okay.
Tell me how your... Go ahead.
Go ahead. You tell you what?
Tell me how your mind, how do you come up with these humorous concepts, and it just is off the cuff? It's like if you study a subject in school on humor. Where did it stem from? Yeah, tell me, talk to me.
I think I always coined that growing up and looking at Paul Keane Douglas and Frank Lang.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have emerged because Paul Keane Douglas would have given you characters, whereas Frank, off the cuff, from the time a pin drop, he have a reply for it.
Right.
So I think I have a merger of both entertainers who were my idols growing up, actually, and merged the both. Frank for that wittiness and off the cuff one time, and doing the characters with like Paul Keane Douglas would have done. So that's it.
Wow. A young person who's interested in the art form, as a host, as an MC, as somebody who, as a comedian, what advice would you give to them based on your experience?
I don't call myself a comedian.
Okay.
And there's a strong reason for that, because when people call you a comedian, then you tell you, I'll give me a joke. I think I take my craft very serious.
Yes, as you should.
Yeah, it's not to pull me in every corner. Every time you have something you feel I be class clown in the face.
Right.
It's your job. Because when you, like, probably the radio host, when you finish there, nobody can just say, I'm about to people, I might come and do something.
True.
So
Yeah.
you must pay respect to your job and to your craft as well. So anybody who want to come into the field, I always tell people, be true to it. And once you're doing it, make sure that you're enjoying it. And I think that's the key. Enjoying what you do, then it don't turn out to be work anymore. It's just you just being you and natural and having fun.
Definitely. And I appreciate that, Damian. Thank you so much. Listen to me, we still have a few tickets left, held down to Naparima Bowl early. Grab your tickets. 250 TT, special reserve 300, small coolers allowed, no glass bottles allowed. You all are seeing the lineup. As soon as I'm finished, I'm going to repost the flyer as well. We're heading south. We're going down San Fernando. I was down there, plenty tempo. Are we going to party? So we're going to take on the show, Damian. All the best for later. I know you have to get yourself together. See you later and all the best.
All right. Blessings to you and thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it on the street 91.9 FM. Damian Melville at Naparima Bowl this evening. The hilarious Damian Melville in concert with him, Kenneth Superstar, the Drunken Saint, Tommy Joseph, Larry Joseph, Myron B. Huge surprises, special guests. 7 p.m. British time at the Naparima Bowl Amphitheater in San Fernando. And that is your comedy for this evening. We have more comedy stuff coming up, and we will definitely keep you in the know. We have our Royal Castle tip is coming up. We have a Royal Castle tip in the lineup because, you know, it's Lent. And I know a lot of you all are giving up some stuff for Lent. Feel free to share on the live. What have you given up for Lent? I'll be honest, I have not given up anything for Lent, but I am doing a book called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. It's 40 days and 40 nights. It's like a workshop. It's a 40 days and 40 nights workshop in the format of a book where you share with some friends and you have different topics. It's by Ian Love Van Zandt. The book is called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. It will be my probably 4th or 5th time doing it, because I would have been introduced to it in London by my good friend Ishley, and we've decided we're going to do it this year. One day my soul just opened up, so I'm not abstaining from anything. I don't eat meat anyway. I don't drink alcohol anymore. No, I don't. So there, I don't feel that there's anything that I want to abstain from, but I will place more emphasis and focus on my personal growth and development as I do, but I'll put more emphasis on it for the next 40 days because I have a vision board and there are some things that I would like to accomplish before I switch sides. Yeah, so let's get our Royal Castle tip and we'll be right back.
KMR Sounds. Explicit, boy.
So while we wait for the tip to come on, I just want to say that for those of you all who aren't aware, tomorrow, Saturday, I will not be here, but tomorrow is International Women's Day. And I am really passionate about International Women's Day. I am the chair and regional president for Caribbean Women Honors and Empowerment, the Trinidad and Tobago chapter. And International Women's Day is a significant part of our calendar. So to all you amazing, amazing young ladies, grown women, elderly women, to all the women under the sound of my voice, happy International Women's Day. At the end of the day, you know, we do it all the time. We are the ones behind the scenes. We are the ones that are sharing our experiences with the younger ones. It is a time for empowerment. It's a time for upliftment. It's a time for edification. It's a time to encourage each other. And I want to urge every single one of you all to do something different tomorrow. So the theme for International Women's Day 2025 is for all women and girls: rights, equality, empowerment, emphasizing the urgency to expedite progress toward gender parity. The theme calls for swift, decisive measures to address the systemic barriers and biases affecting women in various spheres. And I just want to urge every single one of us, myself including, tomorrow, in your own unique way, empower another sister. Whether it's a phone call, whether it's a text message, whether it's a post on social media, whether it's a photo on social media, find a way to empower at least one other woman. I believe that as women, we are very competitive, and in some cases, we are too competitive. And I believe when one woman wins, we all win. If I see another woman who is excelling in her field, I'm clapping. I don't need to be in the room to clap, because I believe that there's room for everyone, and nobody under the sun could take your blessings from you. If you're good at something, you're good at it. So, for example, I speak for a living. All my school reports, Wendy's a brilliant student, but too talkative. If Wendy will talk less. And then the teacher will say, Lewis, please. Miss Lewis, and I have zero explanation, but I was a talker in school, primary school, all the way up to secondary school. But guess what? There's a kingdom principle that says that your gifts make room for you. So now the majority of the things that I do involve me talking: radio, television, mentorship, keynote speaker, corporate trainer, facilitator. Even when I do artist management and I have to represent my artists, even when I take bookings, I have to represent. So my voice is my gift. So there's anybody could take my script, but they wouldn't be able to read it like me. They wouldn't be able to communicate the way that I do. I have my own knack of doing things. So I want us to be able to can we eliminate envy for one day? Ladies, can we eliminate envy for one day? Tomorrow is International Women's Day, and it's all about rights and equality and empowerment. Can we simply eliminate for one day. Just one day. And yes, I'm seeing activity taking place. Pleasant good afternoon to you, Mr. Lincoln Anthony Francis. Thank you so much for the support. And ladies and gentlemen, it is, some people celebrate it for the month, so there'll be a month of activities. So our NGO, Caribbean Women Honors and Empowerment, TT, fondly called CHAWI, we will have our event at the end of the month deliberately, because last year we would have clashed. I mean, we were sold out when we had our panel discussion, but it also restricted some of the membership from attending other events. And I myself had 3 other speaking engagements on the same day of our actual event. So we've made a board decision that we will have our event a little bit later down in the month, give everybody a chance to do what they're doing, and we will also be supporting other events and other initiatives. And our island-wide period poverty campaign continues. Yeah, we had a hectic carnival, so it's going to continue. The end of March, we'll be visiting different community throughout, and this is a never-ending project. This is not something that is a 2025, because there are so many communities in Trinidad and Tobago that need to benefit from period poverty. So this was a sidebar in the middle of the Calabash Corner, because I did not want to forget International Women's Day. And whilst we're here, I will be back next week with you for a long period of time. I'm part of Street. I'm officially a part of Street 91.9 FM. So I want to say thank you to my brother from another mother, Neil, Iwer, George. You know, they say, no matter where you roam, you must come back home, because I started radio at Soca 919 FM in 2009. So it's really interesting how life spins and comes right back to where you've started. So it's now official. So whilst the Calabash Corner is climaxing its last lap, I will be here next week. Look out on all the social media platforms for the information. A Woman's Worth is coming to Street 91.9 FM. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We're talking International Women's Day. We're talking about the Calabash Corner, the last lap. You're more than welcome. Let me send some love to all the people who are in my inbox. To the ladies of Caribbean Women Honors and Empowerment, to every single member of our board of directors, happy International Women's Day in advance to you all. To all the ladies of Plot, powerful ladies of Trinidad and Tobago, happy International Women's Day to you all as well. To the group Change Your World, which is led by Mrs. Hazel Manning, one of my mentors, an amazingly powerful woman. Thank you so much for creating that forum for us to discuss anything under the sun that could change somebody else's world. So to the members of Change Your World, Plot, Caribbean Women Honors and Empowerment, Association of Female Executives of Trinidad and Tobago, AFET, to all you amazing women that are doing things. You know, we're doing things, and interestingly enough, I'm in more than one group, because there's no competition. There's absolutely no competition. So thank you so much, ladies. Good. I'm sending love all the way to North Carolina. Is it North Carolina or South? No. Okay, so I could send love to North Carolina. So that love will go to Jason Schaff Bishop. But I want to send some love to South Carolina, to I call her Big Sis. So, you know, in the business, in the Calypso fraternity, Black Stallion would have been referred as my father, because he would have been the one that taught me how to use the stage. And Auntie Patsy grew up with my mom and all these different things. But my big sister in Kaiso, you know, in the Kaiso world as Tigress, Joanne Rowley, good afternoon to you. I'm sending love, and I'm sending International Women's Day greetings to you and all of your sisterhood out there in South Carolina. Thank you so much for your love, for your support, for being, you weren't here physically, but I felt your spirit, because you were here, you were a part of, you had your commentary, and it was amazing. So thank you so much. Carolyn, good afternoon. Denise, good afternoon. Nicole, to the Review family, all the women at Kaiso Review, happy International Women's Day. To all the women at Divas International Cabaret, because that's where I touched the ground when I became the first woman to win the Calypso Monarch in London. The Divas International Cabaret gave me a platform, and I don't ever forget, because gratitude is a key. So to all the women, to my amazing mom, my rock, my anchor, listen to my pride and joy. Her womb was truly blessed to have me in it, and I thank God that she definitely chose to carry me. So to my mom, I love you loads. To all my aunts, too much to mention, all my aunts, happy International Women's Day. To all you women who tune in to Street 91.9 FM, to all the staff here, Sharifa, Michelle, everybody who tunes into Street 91.9 FM, to my crew, my immediate crew, my Beverly Sharman, Tony, Ishele, Marva Bellamy, Bostic. You are like a rock of Gibraltar. So thank you for all that you've done, for the examples that you've been setting, for being a mother to most of us. She's like my big sister as well. I love you guys, Lowe's, Ava, everybody who's tuning in, Rowena, everybody. I'm going through all the messages. I'm trying really hard not to forget anyone, because I have messages from the WhatsApp for Street. I have messages from my personal WhatsApp. We have stuff on the YouTube. We have stuff also on Facebook Live. Sending some love out to John Michael Alebokas, a.k.a., depending on the era, so a.k.a. Machiavelli, a.k.a. Macamillion, a.k.a. Maca, my friend for life. Good afternoon to you and your whole team down there in South. It is definitely a force. Deborah, thank you so much. Listen to me. This is the Calabash Corner, and this is your last lap. We're getting ready for your Royal Castle tip coming up. I am yours truly, Wendy H. Lewis. We'll be right back.
This meal tip is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options. All made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish?